Peggy 18.
Sega.
Peggy 18.
Sega.
Hmm. That's weird.
언제는지는
It's interesting. It's interesting. Doesn't say. Doesn't say. Interesting. Oh, I'm just gonna do that. Oh, I'm just gonna do that. Weird. Weird. It's, I want a game. I don't want game. So I do that. I want a game. I don't want game. So I do that. Missing something. Missing something. Mm. Mm. Hey, Brian. Not much. Just drinking my coffee. Figured I'd jump on, do a live stream, go through some of the comments for the community theme creator. Also try and figure out how to add platform wheel images. That's still not working. I sent a message to not much, just drinking my coffee. Christian about integrating my converters into the Launchbox / Big Box converter DLL. See if he wanted the naming convention changed on my converters so that you can tell the difference between mine and the unbroken ones. That's pretty much it. Christian about integrating my converters into the Launchbox / Big Box converter DLL. See if he wanted the naming convention changed on my converters so that you can tell the difference between mine and the unbroken ones. That's pretty much it. Hey, David. I'm not doing anything specific. I just figured I'd just jump on, do a live stream if anyone's got any questions or if they wanted to know how to do something specific. I'm here. I'm just drinking coffee. See if I can be useful to anybody. It's been a good month since I've even opened my laptop. I'm not doing anything specific. So I'm going to be honest. I've been so busy with my day job, and I code. To know how to do something specific. So coding a lot at work. It's very difficult to kind of try and jump into coding on the Community Theme Creator. But I've even opened my laptop. I'll try. So yeah, if you guys have got any questions or you want to know how to do certain things, I'm here. And I code. So coding a lot at work. It's very difficult to kind of try and jump into coding on the Community Theme Creator. But I'll try. So yeah, if you guys have got any questions or you want to know how to do certain things, I'm here. Oh, you can hear me double? That not good. Let me know if the echo's stopped. It's probably because I had YouTube up on the second monitor. So let me know. It doesn't help that YouTube has got a major lag too between what I'm saying and it seems so. It's still echoing or stopped? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it was probably because I had audio enabled on YouTube. Sorry about that. Okay, cool. Excuse me. Is the audio from the mic better than some of the videos I've done in the past? I've placed the mic in a different position, so I don't know if it's better or not. I guess I'll find out when I play this live stream back. I can't even remember what where I was at. Let's open up the changelog. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I wish you could see the setup I've got now. It's crazy. It is better though. At least I can hide all this stuff once I'm done. But it's a lot more convenient for me. It's funny, I revamped my whole desk space primarily for my day job, and new glasses. I'm as blind as a bat now, so I needed new glasses and a bigger monitor because everything was just blurry. But anyway, with that said, you know, with the number of changes I've made to my desk, I still don't code the community theme creator at my desk. I do it from the sofa. So there you go. I just prefer the more relaxed approach when I'm working on the community theme creator. All right, so let's look at the change log. I mean, I'm still working on wheels. Platforms, categories, whoops, categories, playlists, custom images. I guess once I figure that out, well, let's take custom images out. All right. Flow control property can add call selected item spacing. Did I not do that one, Brian? Is that not in there?
Peggy 18.
Sega.
Oh, okay. So you're saying there's general item spacing, but then you've got a selected item spacing? It works the same way. Oh, it was added to the beta. Okay, I would need to download the beta and then grab the DLLs, the flow control DLLs that Christian's updated, and then copy them in here, and then I can reference it. Otherwise, it will choke saying the properties don't exist. But yeah, so you just want... So actually, this would look pretty good then. So I could have,
Peggy 18.
Under this separator here, selected item spacing, and it would look basically like that, right? Well, guess I could do that. I mean, I can't do anything with it for now, but yeah, it works the same way, but only affects the... Yep, no, that makes perfect sense. What's the default? 0, 0? Yeah. Okay. Use allowing wheel. Oh, I got some discrepancies here in... the difference between this and this. I don't know which is correct. I'm gonna go with that. Just... I was concerned about where it can be used. I've got a whole list of views behind this that will determine when these properties appear, if you're wondering what I was doing. All right. So if I look for this, then I can see where it's being defaulted. Actually, I need to add the other ones in. So, content. I think it was content selected, item spacing, content selected. So that'll default it. Is that what I called it? Yep. like I said, I'm just going to clone it. So, all right, so they're going to be hard-coded literals. Selected. Selected. And what's this? They're associated with the wheel. Selected. That's the default. We're looking good. And what is this? Show focused elements, properties. And I can't really do this yet because I don't have the objects. But I can get there. Like I said, I'm going to cheat. So I want to clone that, shove it under or just above selected item offset. Content selected offset. So I want to put it right here after the separator. Content. What do I want to call it? Content selected spacing. There you go. Need to map it. wonder what the difference is here with like I said, I'm just going to clone. Well, it's not called selected spacing, is it? Content selected spacing X. Tag is selected spacing. Yeah, but the property name. It's just weird. So that won't find it. Content selected spacing. No, that's not what I called it. I called it content item, content selected. All right, I need to replace content selected. It's more consistent. So that should work. Content selected space in X, and that should match content selected spacing. Yep, perfect. So that's linked. And then content selected set. Well, this is where I want it. Yeah, I wish it was soon too. There's a lot of work that needs to be done here. Paper pour. I'm not doing anything crazy. This is just an open thing. Brian or Farron just told me that there's 2 more properties for the wheel that's in beta. Selected item spacing. So as I'm here, my laptop's open. I had the code there. I might as well add those properties to the editor to try and stay current. And while I've got the energy to make the change. So let's have a look. Nope. $296. It's probably how I've cloned the code. I don't know why it's here. That was weird. Give me an error. Give me an error on this, but that's got nothing to do with what I've just added. Well, it would help. Let's see, that's good. Let's look for the right. Content selected spacing X. Content selected spacing Y. Give me an error. It's not on this. Weird. Maybe I need another coffee. I've just been away from this code for a month, so it's difficult to kind of get back into it. Yeah, why? Fail to create a value change from the text property, content selected spacing. All right, content selected spacing changed. Let's have a look, see what's going on. This is where I cloned the code, so it's probably still referring to the old. There you go. See, told you. Couldn't reference a method here. What an idiot. Told you, not awake. So this was under the latest beta then, Brian? I mean, if I can get it just so I can manipulate the values and it not do anything, I mean, that's fine, as long as it saves the values. All right, we're in. Selected item spacing. I mean, it's not going to do anything right now. I just want it to... Content selected spacing X. What's it come up with? Content selected spacing. Okay. Let's see. I want it to at least retain the values, right? So Let me just do this. And then hit save. And then go back in and edit. It happens all the time, trust me. All right. Yep. Okay, so the values are being saved, which is good. They just don't have any effect on the wheel at the moment, and I wouldn't expect it to. And so what we do now I don't know if Brian's still around, but he said, let me go up to the chat. Selected item spacing. All right, so I'm going to copy that. So now I've got to go into here. Into my wheels. I'm assuming it's not that one. So if I look for, see, there's spacing. But I don't know if that's the same one. So this is the old, I think this is the old one, Cover Factory. Yeah, these are obsolete. So, here you go. Selected offset. And there should be one for spacing. There you go. Item spacing. Content, what do I call it? Content selected. That's for publish. This is for designer. So now I would expect the code to choke because I don't have the latest CoverFlow DLL or the control DLL for Launchbox, but it should generate the code. It will generate the code when I rebuild the solution. Hello. Now the code, this should die. The XAML will not recognize these this new property yet, because I don't have the correct version of the DLL, but I will. Yep. Yep. That's where it was trying to send the generated code back. So if I just double check where I'm at. If I look at here, look in the cache file, this is what it was trying to build. Selected content spacing. Is that right? Selected item. There it is. Yep, selected item spacing. So that's correct. I guess I can move that onto the same line. Let me just modify the source. And then I'll upgrade the DLL, and then we can see what it looks like. Let me just do that. Did I rebuild? Yeah. All right. So now let's update Launchbox. Hey Retro, how you doing? This is just an open thingy. Not doing anything specific. I'm not really showing off anything. Brian or Farron, he notified me this morning that in the beta version of Launchbox, the latest beta, a new property was added for the wheels. Selected item spacing. So I've just added those properties to my personal build. Trying to stay current, or as current as I can be. And in order for me to test my code change, I needed to upgrade to the latest beta release. I'm doing all right. I've been busy as all hell with my day job. I'm not complaining. It's good work, but as I code during the day, it's very difficult for me to kind of jump on a Friday and Saturday to do some coding with the community theme creator. It's just where I'm at right now. It will taper off. But that doesn't mean I haven't actually had ideas and conversations with the big box team. So if Brian's on, he can correct me. If he isn't, then he can correct me once he watches this video back. But one of the conversations I've had with Brian or Farron was that we want to get the pause views, the startup views integrated into the community theme creator. And unfortunately, those views don't support plugins. However, Big Box has a converters library. So I asked if it was at all possible for the Big Box team to accept basically all my converters, and I believe the outcome was yes. So I could actually move all my converters over to the Big Box DLL, or the converters DLL, and I can drop mine. I don't need mine anymore. It will become part of the Big Box product. And then that will enable me to generate views now referencing the Big Box Converters DLL. So essentially, that's my workaround. I don't need a plugin because that's their built-in library. So that should enable me to allow those views to be designed and published through the community theme creator. That was really the only thing holding me back. And the reason why the converters are so essential is that one of the aspects, or one of the selling points of the community theme creator really is when you build something or design something in the community theme creator, all the components will rescale to match the desktop resolution. So if you design something in 1080p and then essentially the end user is running your theme on 4K or even a slightly different aspect ratio, it will adjust accordingly. All right, instead of you build one theme specifically for 16:9 and another, for a certain resolution, 1080p, and then you build another one specifically for 4K, or one for 720p. You don't need to do that in the theme creator. So it takes all that nonsense out of the equation. Well, I needed to do the same thing for startup views, pause views, and so on. So that's the reason why I need those converters integrated into the Big Box converters DLL. And correct me if I'm wrong on that, Brian, but I believe that you guys were welcome to, or you were very open to accepting that stuff, right? And by the way, Brian, am I on the latest beta? Is beta 2 12.12 beta 2? Is that the latest? Is that the one that contains the selected item spacing? Oh, okay. So it sounds like you guys are cool then. I believe that was the interpretation I received from you. All right, cool. So this is true, then I just need to grab I've forgotten what I was doing. What was I doing? I've forgotten what I was doing. No, I don't want any of that. Wrong folder. There you go. That's what I wanted. So essentially, what I need are the Unbroken libraries. So well, I don't know about that. Not to say that I wouldn't do that. It's at the moment I have the freedom of either working on this software or not working on this software, right? So if I was working for Jason, I'm not saying he's a slave driver or anything, but then there are targets, you know, there are deadlines, there are schedules, right? So to go from a hobby to now being a day-to-day job, I don't know. That might take some of the fun out of it. I'm not sure. It's got nothing to do with Jason and Co, obviously. But like I said, this is a hobby. And I've just got more freedom at the moment. Besides, Jason's winning out. You know, I'm developing this software for free. So, you know. Yes, I'm importing the DLLs. Thank you. Thanks, David. That's where I was at. So if I go to Launchbox, and I gotta remember, is it in the core? I gotta find these boogers. Caliber Micro. I don't think I need any of these. I don't use them. But I definitely need like all the Unbroken ones. So let's see. I need Launchbox. And Launchbox plugins and Launchbox Windows DLL, I believe. I think that was it. I think those are the only ones I need. So yeah, what I was talking about before was I've got this one here. No, that's list. I have this one here, community C159.dll. That's with all my converters. So the idea being is we'll migrate the content of this and make it part of the Launchbox / BigBox converters DLL instead. And then I can drop this. And then by doing so, that will enable me to do startup views, pause views, and all that kind of good stuff. That's the plan. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I enjoy doing this. Granted, I haven't done any of this in about a month, but I do enjoy doing it. If I didn't enjoy doing it, I certainly wouldn't be working on it, right? So when it becomes a living and you've got deadlines and whatnot, then it doesn't make it necessarily as fun anymore. Let's put it that way. And the same would be true if I was actually charging for this, right? So if I was charging you guys for this software, well, for you to buy the software, you would expect me to provide updates, bug fixes, enhancements, or at least bug fixes, right? I mean, I could always charge another fee for an upgrade, right, if there were a lot of additional enhancements. But the base software, you would expect me to at least support the current version for free because you've essentially paid for it. That's a lot of pressure on me, right? Because you've paid for the product. But I have no pressure at the moment because you guys are getting this for free. Not to say I don't care. It's just that it's just different levels of pressure here. All right, so I have this. So let me just exit, and I'll reload the code. Hopefully it picks up the new version of the DLLs. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, they do suck. But I tell you what, I know I did say that I've been super busy at work. A lot of that is to do with myself. I've imposed my own personal deadlines to deliver. That's why I've been busy. It's not my company's management that are coming down heavy on this stuff. So it's not them at all. What did I not grab here? Selected. Is it actually called selected item spacing? Brian? Yeah, I'm very fortunate, or at least I feel I'm very fortunate in my day job. Is you know, I'm not micromanaged, and fortunately my manager shares the same kind of energy and passion for what we do on a day-to-day and how we serve our business community. So you know, at least we're on the same page there. And I mean, he's totally cool. He doesn't micromanage me in any shape or form, and you know, he has my back. So I can't ask for any more than that, which is great. There's nothing worse than having zero support from your management. So, and I've been there. Yeah, it doesn't like this. Cover flow control, selected item spacing. Should be called selected item spacing. Yeah, that's what I've got. Doesn't like it. Let's just double check my dependencies here. It might have, let me just remove it. So I want to, what am I trying to do here? Unbroken launch box. And unbroken launchbox windows, right? It may have been referring to a prior version, even though I replaced them. Guess we'll find out. It worked. Let's... God, I'm trying to think. What was I... platform was I looking at recently? Is it PlayStation? I want to get the images up. I can't remember if it was arcade. I have no idea what I was looking at. Okay, it was arcade. All right, cool. So... Oh, selected item spacing, you've got 0.3 and 0. Okay. Just for, like a horizontal view, Brian? I don't know what that did. I mean, it just made it... Did you have a negative? No. I'll tell you what, let's not run this through the IDE. Let me rebuild this. And then let's publish this, I should say. And then we'll run it against the themes that I was testing out using the compiled version. How's Windows 11? I like Windows 11. I just like the overall look and feel of it, really. I mean, you're supposed to be able to run Android apps, but via the Amazon store? I don't know. I haven't tried it. But yeah, I mean, I just like the overall look and feel of Windows 11. I'm a little bit bummed that the Windows Start window has changed. I actually like the live tiles because that's how I organize my desktop. As you can see here, I've placed everything here, but the organization is not as flexible as it once was on Windows 8/Windows 10. I do prefer that, but you know, overall, the whole look and feel of Windows 11 is pretty damn good, actually. I like it. What was I doing? Oh yeah, so I was going to take all this and replace. Oh yeah, it's working. It's just, yeah, I mean,
Sega.
now this is with the default of 00. Brian, do you really want that?
Peggy 18.
Sega.
As a default? Or do you want the default to be more kind of...
Peggy 18. Peggy 18.
Sega.
I mean, it's working. I mean, that's basically how I had it before without introducing this new property. I mean, Retro, the good thing is I didn't have any compatibility issues. For me, I was a little bit worried about going from Windows 10 to Windows 11 and still working on the community theme creator, and I didn't have any issues there. One, working on it, and two, actually deploying to the forum. So no, it's all good. So let's see what we got.
Peggy 18.
Sega.
Yeah. Selected item spacing.
Peggy,
If you want a gap like that, I guess. How far can you bring it in? Oh, you can bring it in a lot. You can bring it in quite a bit. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can bring it in quite substantially here. I like that. I mean, if you wanted to do that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Actually, let me... So, the way I had this set up before, it was more kind of... maybe it was 0.5. It was more kind of like that. It was just a very kind of subtle overlap on the images to the left and right. I mean, that was basically how it was before. Yeah, no. I'm not doubting the usefulness of the properties. I mean, just for me personally, I like that in the horizontal view. But yeah, no, I can... It all depends on what you're trying to achieve. But that's cool. I like it. I dig it. By default, Big Box is set to not impact the normal item spacing, so it's backwards compatible with themes. You can set the default how you want. Yeah. So, the overall look and feel of this version, are you okay with that? I kind of use Windows 11 as a template to change this around.
Peggy 18.
Sega.
Also, there was another thing. While you're in the editor, right? And let's see. Can I activate the menu? And as you can, I think you can faintly hear the music playing for the video. All right. And then if I minimize the current version, when you minimize, it's still, you can still hear the audio. I've changed that.
Peggy 18.
Sega.
Peggy 18.
The same is true on here too. You can hear the audio. Minimize. It drops out.
Peggy 18.
Just a little change. All right, so let's punch up the change log. All right. Have a good one, David. Have a good one, Retro. Yeah, I'm going to have to call it a day. I'm going to go visit my niece and my nephew, but my niece is only 6 months old. But I was a little bit productive. At least I've added something. I still haven't figured out how to add platform wheel data to the cover flow yet, Brian. I think I mentioned that earlier. Right. And Brian, I'll send you and rinse this version. All right. Whoops. Should change that. You must be on Launchbox 12.12 beta 2. All right. All right. Anything else? Have I lost you all? All right. Yeah. Yeah, I still need to get with Christian, though, Brian. Like I said, I still haven't figured out the adding of platforms. I went into the code this morning before you guys jumped on, and I couldn't figure out. I mean, it's obviously something very stupid on my part. I mean, once I get that, what I want to do is get the basic wheel items being displayed, like platforms and playlists and all that kind of stuff, all the typical things that you would normally see. I just want to get those displayed, then that way at least I know the base code is good. Then right after that, I need to start working on the design ability, so that you can go in and say, I want my wheel item to look like this, and you basically, you know, add elements and position them and size them and condition them and all that kind of stuff, and it will build the necessary code behind the scenes. So now your wheel is completely personalized, and all the items in it are doing all kinds of weird and wonderful things. You know, they're static if they're not selected, and then once they're selected, maybe it will gradually fade out and the video comes in. Whatever you want it to do, it's completely entirely up to you, but it's those kind of things, and that is very difficult, not impossible, just very time consuming, and I haven't gotten there yet because I don't have the baseline or the foundation in place yet to ensure that I can successfully display everything. So and then I've got the added complication of, as you saw, it's relying on cached images, and therefore if I select between different platforms in the editor, it's not always showing the wheel items. It all depends on what is currently cached, and so I've got a workaround for that. So that just further complicates matters. Again, not impossible, just time consuming, and just takes a lot of thought. But yeah, there's that, and then the integration of the converters into the big box product itself. That will be a big win. Yeah, that would be pretty damn cool, actually. But other than that, yeah, I think that's it for now. All right, I'm going to call it a day, or at least I'm going to call it a morning. I've got things to do, and then I may jump back on this later if I can get hold of Christian and bug him if he's willing to help. We'll see. If not, it'll be next week. All right. Well, thanks for jumping on. Like I said, I didn't really have any agenda. just a hangout. And like I said, open to any kind of questions or whatnot as you've got my attention. So yeah, I can do more of these. Thanks a lot, Brian. I'll chat with you